What's going on YouTube? Ryan Alex back from Dopamon again. And today we need to talk about Team Czechia's announced roster for the upcoming Olympic Games. They announced their roster today, January, 13th today? And we're just going to talk real quick about what we think the lineups are going to be, what we think the pairings might be, the lineups, all that kind of fun stuff, just to see what, if we can predict it right and just get a little bit of a history on each of these players and who they are and what they bring. And yeah.
We've also done one for Team USA that also announced their rosters today. Every other country's coming up soon, so if you want to stay tuned, drop a like and subscribe.
Absolutely. And starting off right away for our goaltenders, I don't think it's a question that Simon Hrubec will be the starting goalie. The other two, Roman Will and Patrik Bartosak. We apologize in advance if we mispronounce anyone's Czech name. Bartosak, part of the 2018 Czech team that finished fourth, I guess, to Canada, lost in the bronze medal game to Canada. And yeah, Simon Hrubec will be the guy in net, I believe, for Team Czechia. Currently playing Avangard Omsk, KHL, and he has some ridiculous numbers over the last couple seasons. Specifically, the Gagarin Cup championship that Avangard won on, he was a starting goalie, and he put up a 953 save percentage in those playoffs. And just look at his numbers, 922, 929, 919, 932, 922, 928. The dude stops pucks, and you have to go back quite a ways in order to find a poor season from this guy. So he'll be, just looking at his numbers, one of the better goaltenders outside the NHL on this Czech team, and hopefully he can bring them to another medal for Czechia. Roman
And of
Will.
course, his numbers in the KHL are impressive. The Avangard Omsk team is really good. So
Yeah.
you'd think that, maybe that inflates it. But no, you look at his numbers on the Kunlun Red Star, which are, the worst KHL team playing out of China.
Yeah.
And his save percentage is 919, which is ridiculous to
Yeah.
for this
932 in
kind of
32
yeah,
games the year before that
right.
for Kunlun. It's incredible. Anyway, 902 in World Championship hockey, 927 all white international, but it's hard to find bad numbers for this guy. Roman Will,
Mhm.
I believe, will back up. He's 29 years old. Also plays in the KHL, Traktor, 929 save percentage over there, 21-9 and 7. He's playing very well in the KHL. And the third guy returning from the 2018 squad, Patrik Bartosak, 28 years old, initially drafted by the Los Angeles Kings in 2013, but is playing, I believe, in the KHL as well for Amur. Little less gaudy numbers, 2-8-1 this season for Bartosak, but yeah, I think that'll be the three goaltenders. That'll be the combo. Hrubec is a goalie to watch though for them.
And our top D pairing, on the left we have Lukas Klok, and on the right, Ronald Not. And these two, while not line mates, they are on the same team in the Nizhnekamsk team in the KHL, and they're both playing really well. I think, for tournaments, there's something to be said for chemistry and having played together, played in a similar system. It'll be easier for them to play on the same line, so we have them together. I think that to get some immediate chemistry. And Clock's a guy, he's an offensive guy, he can get a lot of assists. And Not is huge. He is a big boy, 6'4", 209 pounds, and he can still put the puck in the net. So I feel like they'll be our top pairing for Czechia.
Yeah, just looking at him, I feel like 209 is low. He looks like an absolute mammoth. But yeah, Clocknot, good pairing.
Clock and Not.
The Clocknot pairing for the Czechia, I like that. Second pairing, we got Libor Sulak and Vojtech Mozik on defense. Sulak playing in the KHL, uh, again on the same team as his partner Mozik. Flip over here. Sulak, 6'2", 27 years old, left shot defenseman. Again, like I said, playing in the KHL, Admiral. Vojtech, same thing. 6'3", right-hand shot, about the same age as him. He's played in the SHL and the KHL. A lot of these guys have played for the Cumberland Red Star, I noticed. Yeah, again, they play on the same team, so having chemistry right away might be a really important thing in this tournament. So we have them paired up.
In our third pairing, well, they don't play together. Unfortunately, we have on the left Jakub Jerabek, and on the right Tomas Kundratek. Jerabek, he's currently playing in the KHL for Spartak Moskva. He does have a little bit of NHL experience, and so does Kundratek, and they both actually have played not at the same time, but for the Washington Capitals at different points in their careers. I thought that was pretty interesting. Kundratek's a third-round pick in 2008. I feel like the pair of them could just have some kind of chemistry together. You know, maybe reminisce about their time in Washington together.
Yeah, Kundratek in 2012-13 and Jerabek in 2017. Played for Washington. Both guys have a little bit of a taste of NHL. Neither of them stuck around and went back to the KHL and Czechia leagues. But yeah, could be a solid pairing, a little bit older pairing in their 30s, and rather than the little bit younger guys from the previous pairing. But something I want to note is this team is built for veteran players, veteran leadership. If we watched the USA video we did, we talked a lot about how they were very, very, very young. I think the average age on that team is 25, and they had 15 current NCAA players in their lineup. Czech Republic went the complete opposite direction. I think their youngest player is 25, and they have an average age, I think, in their early 30s.
It's 29.7, the average age, so
Yeah.
30 years old.
Yeah, 30 years old. So they've got a lot older, more veterans on that team. And just the last guy, we got Sklenicka here, David Sklenicka. Jokerit of the KHL, left-hand shot. Not great numbers. 5 goals, 9 assists, 14 points in 45 games over there for the K. But, yeah. Could be a good extra guy. He's the 24 of the 25-year-olds. I think there's 2 of them. So we have him as the extra just because they're a younger guy. And just to note, Mozik and Kundratek are the returnings from the 2018 team in Sochi? Sochi? No. South Korea. Sorry. Sochi was 2014. The last Olympic Games in 2018. Those are the 2 defensemen that were there.
And our forward lines. On the left wing, we have Lukas Sedlak. Down the middle, David Krejci. And on the right wing, Michael Rebick. And I don't think David Krejci needs an introduction, but I will. This is his first year out of the NHL, so he is, available to play in the Olympics. He's doing really well in the Czech league. I think that he could very well still be playing in the NHL.
I think so too.
Other than like personal reasons, I feel like he probably could be, and I think he's gonna really stand out as the number 1 center on this team.
Yeah, he's got 34 points in 36 games for his team in Czech Republic. Yeah, he'll be the guy, I would believe.
Mm-hmm. And his winger on the right, Repic, has the same number of points in the same number of games in the Czech league as well. I feel like they're going to bounce off each other really well. And Sedlak is scoring a lot in the KHL. He's probably having a personal career year for him. And I feel like this could be his year to really step up. And in the Olympics, I think he could be a huge, huge force.
Yep, Sedlak initially Columbus Blue Jackets pick in the 6th round in 2011. But yeah, like I said, he's got 18 goals, 25 points in the KHL, 25 assists, 43 points, 49 games in the KHL. Yeah, playing very well over there. Second line. A couple of games that we should be familiar with. Michael Frolik, Vladimir Sobotka, and Thomas Heike will make up, we believe, the second line. Michael Frolik, 33 years old, initially 10th overall pick by the Florida Panthers in 2006. Older guy, veteran guy, probably, other than Krejci, the most NHL games under his belt. If I scroll down, he's got 858 games in the NHL in his career. Currently playing in the National League in Switzerland. But yeah, most recent I believe is a Montreal Canadian. I reckon that. Yeah, Montreal most recently. But plays his game, and he's going to be he might be a candidate for top line minutes depending on which side of the ice he wants to play on. Vladimir Sobotka, another guy who's been in the NHL, very recently 2005 pick initially by the Bruins. He's 34, like I said before. They have a lot of older veteran guys on this team. St. Louis Buffalo Sabres guy, currently playing Czechia, has 27 points in 29 games. I think Krejci Sobotka makes a very good 1-2 punch down the middle for Czechia. And Tomas Hyka, right winger, 28 years old, initially a LA Kings pick in 2012. And playing in that same Traktor team, I believe, was it Rapperswil still plays in Traktor? Anyway, 35 points in 37 games. Let's check that. I think it's Rapperswil. Nope, it was Sedlak. That's it. Yeah. I think it's solid second line. Again, a lot of older players.
It is. In our third line, we have on the left wing Roman Cervenka, down the middle Jan Kovar, and on the right wing Jakub. Sorry, Michael Spacek on the right wing. Of course, down the middle, Jan Kovar is the brother of Jakub Kovar. That's what I was sorry, but I had a little name stumble there. It was a goaltender who was drafted by the Philadelphia Flyers. Plays in the KHL right now. He was a prospect for a while. Jan Kovar, he himself wasn't drafted. He did have one stint in the AHL for the Providence Bruins, but he's playing in Switzerland right now for the EV Zug. And his left winger Cervenka, who's always represented Czechia. I feel like he's always had a internationally at least represented them. He's also playing in the same Swiss league. I feel like they might have some chemistry together, so he put them together. Maybe they've played against one another. They're very familiar. They've both played on the Olympics and internationally. And on the right wing, Spacek, who was a fourth round pick in 2015 by the Winnipeg Jets. He's a center, plays some right wing. We have him on the right wing here. He's mostly like a playmaker. Never got his chance in the NHL, and yeah, that's our third line.
Yeah, played a lot in the Manitoba Moose organization in the AHL for a few years there. Currently for Lunda, the SHL, 29 points there. And yeah, Roman Cervenka, I want to talk about real quick. This man wins everywhere. You see all these awards he has. One time, it actually doesn't come up on OBS, that's funny. One time World Championship gold medal, U20 bronze, World Championship bronze, Extra Liga champion, Gagarin Cup champion. So there are some decent credentials behind this man. He's been, look at all the internationals grayed out. He has been representing Czech Republic since forever, and was one of the 4 forwards that were in the 2018 team. This is a guy that could jump up and down the lineup depending on what happens. Could be more used as a bottom six guy or a skilled offensive guy. He still has a lot of offense in him. In the NL, the National League, has 43 points in 35 games out there. So still has some offense in him, even though he's 36 years old.
He perfectly exemplifies what you were talking earlier about Czechia bringing experience to this tournament as opposed to youth.
Yeah, exactly. Fourth line has two of the same names, so this will be interesting, easy for me. Tomas Zohorna, Yuri Smelkal, Heinek, and Heinek Zohorna. Two brothers on the same line here, play on the same SHL team, Oscar Sham in the SHL, left winger and right winger, so it makes sense that they probably play on the same line, and I assume so out there. I'm scrolling down without actually going over to this. But Tomas Zohorna, 34 years old. He was on the last Olympic team for Czechia. His brother was not. And if Zohorna sounds familiar, it's because they have another brother, Radim, who is playing in the NHL.
6'6". He is a big boy too.
Yeah, Radim playing in the NHL, so wouldn't have made the Czechia team if the NHL was playing, probably, but is in the NHL, so he can't play.
Hmm.
That would have been interesting to see all three
Because
of the brothers on the same team.
yeah, he is better than his brothers, so he would have made it had they not, but because he can't come, he doesn't get to, which is hilarious.
Plays in the
I
Pittsburgh
wonder if
Penguins.
that comes up at like, like that'll come up at like family dinner one night and be like, "Well, I went to the Olympics, did you?"
Yeah, it would have been an interesting line. Thomas Heineck and
Hmm.
Radim Zahorna on the same line. That probably would have been a first in Olympic hockey.
We do have two brothers in Latvia playing on the same uh, line, but a full line of three brothers, I don't think that's ever happened. And on the fourth line, we have on the they're both wingers here, Matej Stransky and Radan Lenk. Stransky was a sixth round pick in 2011. Played in the WHL. He's played for the Saskatoon Blades. He scored a lot. Never got his chance at the NHL, but he did put up good numbers in the AHL and even won himself the Calder Cup championship. He was the won the AHL playoffs there. But he's playing in Switzerland right now for the HC Davos. Uh, Not too much of a scoring threat, but he does have good offensive instincts. I feel like he's going to be mostly for his size. He can bring a lot of physicality. And then Radin Lenk went undrafted, played in Czechia his entire life, except he's for the very first time he signed outside. He signed in the KHL, currently playing with Amur. Not having a great season, but by Czech standards, that's pretty good. So we have him as our final forward.
Yeah, just in alliance. But yeah, that is our prediction for the Czech lineup. Obviously, this was announced, so this is the team. It's just whether it's this order or not. And
Hmm.
yeah, let us know what you think about this team. Where do you think they'll end up? Will they be competitive? I think they'll be pretty competitive.
I really like the defensive pairings. I gotta say, the top six, I'm a huge fan of here, and goaltending. Hrubec, you know, it's always, in these tournaments, it comes down to goaltending, and he's a guy who's been on fire the past 2.5, 3 years. So if the team's gonna steal it, I feel like Czechia could, really wear a team down defensively with a good goaltender and, win a game 1-0 or 2-1 or something like that and upset a team like Canada or US or
Yeah,
Finland.
they did well last tournament. The last gold medal
Mhm.
they won at the Olympics was in 1998. So that team was insane, obviously. Um, yeah, this I think they can be pretty competitive. I don't know if I want to put them in my medal contention right away. Whatever last video is that we do, I'll probably give a medal prediction
Mhm.
for this tournament. I'm not sure yet. Probably at least they're in the realm for medals for me. I'm not gonna
I
say
agree.
for yes or no for this team yet. But yes, let us know what you think. Did we get anything wrong? Did we screw anything up here with our lines? Let us know, please. If you know anything about Czechia hockey, we're obviously not the Czechia hockey experts. So if you are, let us know where we're wrong. Love to talk to you about it in the comment section. Do you have anything else to ask or say, Alex?
Yeah, if you like this kind of content, if you want to keep up with Olympic rosters as they get announced, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe.
Peace.